In today's video, I'm going to talk about what to do if you've been sued by Midland. Hi, I'm Bill Clanton, Consumer Protection Attorney. I've helped out hundreds of consumers who've been sued by Midland, who've been harassed by Midland, or who've had problems because of Midland's credit reporting. At the end of this video, you'll know what to do if you've been sued by Midland. So Midland is one of the largest debt collectors in the United States. They're a multinational corporation, publicly traded. The entity that owns Midland is called Encore Capital. And they're a publicly traded organization, traded in the stock market. They have operations, I believe, in 7 countries, and they're huge. They make millions and millions of dollars collecting charged off debt. It's mostly credit card debt that they collect, that the credit card company or bank wrote off. They got the tax benefit of a loss, and then they sell it to Midland for less than 10 cents on the dollar. Midland buys it and tries to collect the full amount. Midland will send letters. They'll send a number of letters before they file a lawsuit. They will at least 5, sometimes 10 letters I've seen from Midland. And then they'll file a lawsuit. In Texas, a lot of these lawsuits are filed in small claims court, JP court. I don't have an exact number, but I would say that Midland files at least 1,000 lawsuits a week in the state of Texas. It's an incredible amount of litigation. They've got an office out of Houston with between 5 and 10 attorneys in it, and they file lots and lots of lawsuits every week. So if you're one of the 1,000 people that Midland sued this week, what should you do? Well, the first indication you've been sued will be that a process server will come to you. Sometimes they'll come to your door. They'll typically come to your door. Sometimes they'll leave a note. Sometimes they won't. A lot of people have the Ring doorbell so they can see some stranger coming to them with papers in their hands. There's some common misconceptions about process servers. You don't have to sign for any documents. The process server just has to give them to you or somebody over the age of 16 or 18 at your house, and you're served. Now, the reason it's important to get you served is that that's when the deadlines start. The other way of serving you is substituted service. If a process server is unable to serve you 3 or more times, they'll go to the court and say, "Judge, can we just leave this on their doorstep?" This is sort of a form deal. Judges typically have no problem granting these, so they will leave the lawsuit with a copy of the order allowing substituted service on your doorstep, put it under your doormat, tape it to your door, various things like that. So, but whenever it's served, either whether it's handed to you or through substituted service, that's when the deadlines start to run. And that's what's important. Depending on where you've been sued, depends on how long the deadline to file an answer is. So in JP court, it's 2 weeks, and in county or district court, it is 3 to 4 weeks. You can find out which court system your case is in by looking at the title of the case. It'll say Midland funding versus you in the justice court or county court or district court of whichever county you're in. Once you're served, you need to get an answer on file before the deadline. Otherwise, Midland will take a default judgment against you. Avoiding a default judgment is the most important part of getting sued on a debt collection lawsuit. Once they get a default judgment against you, they can use that default judgment against you to freeze your bank accounts, to have a receiver appointed, to garnish your bank accounts, and to start taking your assets. And that will have a significant interruption in your daily life. That's what you want to avoid. So, if you've been sued by Midland, it's important to get an answer on file. What's an answer? An answer is basically any responsive document. Write your name and address on a piece of paper and say that you deny the allegations in the lawsuit, put the case number on it, and take it to the court. and that should count as an answer. Mail a copy to Midland too. That should count as an answer. Obviously, it's better to do something more formal. And if you'd like to talk about how to properly answer the lawsuit and do some discovery and fight Midland and get the best deal possible, you can give me a call. My number is 210-226-0800. And thanks for watching this video.